What's up, YouTube? It's the Jack Crypto Guy again with another time sensitive update. I just kind of wanted to share my thoughts and maybe give you guys like a word of encouragement because I know a lot of people are going through a lot. Not just even like with crypto. I think like the world's just in a very weird place, and there's just so much like doom and gloom, confusion, especially if you live like chronically on like crypto Twitter or whatever. It's just like there's no shortage of like negative news and like doomer just posts, and it's really easy to get consumed in content. And it's obviously, when it comes to investing, it's very emotional, right? And maybe you're somebody that has like maybe like a support system, or like maybe like a group that you guys all kind of like confide in and stuff, and it's really important when you're investing, and especially like if you're in crypto. The people like in the real world, like normies as we call them, like they don't really understand like what kind of goes on and how volatile the space is. And there's just like not many people that you can kind of talk to. So I think that, first and foremost, it's really important to have a community that, knows exactly what you're talking about and can relate to, whenever you say like, oh man, what happened on Friday was crazy, right? Or, whatever the case may be. And, I know that we're in this like 4-year cycle, and there's a lot of speculation. Is it over? Is this like the start of like a parabolic run? Why is like the price just like seemingly going down? Like maybe you're frustrated, or, it's just hard to like process kind of like what's going on, because like the news is just so quick. And it's weird because like you see these like governments accumulating like all this Bitcoin, right? I think like the government just seized something like $13 billion worth of Bitcoin today, and yet the price just goes down, even though these crypto or Bitcoin, like they're like locked, they're technically like locked, right? Because they're not being sold. But it's just like the price is like so underwhelming. And I've been there. I think either 2017, or I think like shortly after like the 2021 bull run. I think those were like, there's 2 times where I could like kind of recall where it's just like probably the worst day ever, when I just see like your portfolio, it just like it's cut in half, right? Or goes down so much, and you don't know like what to do, you don't know who to talk to, whatever the case may be. And it always gets better, and it just depends on like your situation, right? Like there's a reason why people say like don't risk money that you can't afford to lose, or don't take on like don't take out a loan to buy crypto, or whatever the case may be. Because if you're one of those people, then you're probably really feeling it right now. Like, did I do the right decision? Like, things are going down. This isn't what I expected, yada, yada, yada. And I think, the markets are designed to emotionally, I guess, like sway you in a direction to make you think that, something happened. And I really feel for the people that got liquidated on Friday. I don't think that that was, anything short of manipulation. And to see that the price goes like all the way down, like they get liquidated, they lose everything, and then like a couple days later it's like back higher than it previously was, but then it kind of starts like trading sideways. Like you can just imagine like what those people probably feel. And that's another reason why I always try to tell people like don't trade spot, or don't trade leverage. And if you do, like make sure that you have a maybe like a hedge in place, or you have risk management, or just like use low leverage, or try not to scalp, maybe do more of like swing trading and stuff like that. And, just really, really learn about like risk and how easy this space can kind of go up and down, especially if you're in like meme coins and altcoins and stuff like that. Bitcoin's only moved like maybe 10%, but, everyone's favorite altcoin's probably down like 30, 40, 50% off its high right now, unless you're like in BNB, of course. No surprise there. But yeah, I just want to make this video. I know a lot of people are going through it, and you guys are not alone. I think that we're gonna have better times ahead of us. I think you just kind of need to weather the storm, and we still have a lot of time, I guess, before October closes, and more importantly, Q4. So stick around. I'll continue to update you guys with what I see going on in the market. As always, make sure you subscribe, smash the like button, share this video with a friend. I'll see y'all soon.